guys, it's Kristy. I'm sorry that I've been absent for 2 weeks. I've been busy with my apprenticeship and just kind of getting design work and stuff out like that. Also, I'm sick, so I'm a little bit stuffy, and there may be noises outside. It's Friday night in the city, so everybody's out and about, so I apologize about that. Today I wanted to talk about an important topic. I wanted to talk about self-harming. I'm not a professional, so some of the stuff that I say is just from my own experience, as well as what psychiatrists and psychologists have been telling me to do too, so hopefully it can be some use. I know it's not always the easiest to get past, but sometimes it's the little things that kind of helps with that. But, okay. Self-harming isn't going to be easy to get over, but it just takes consistent practice, and seeking out outside motivation helps a lot to get past it. Something that I like to do whenever I'm overthinking is trying to do things that's gonna occupy my thoughts rather than my negative thoughts. So I try to stimulate all my senses. So sight, smell, touch, taste. Sorry, I'm trying to think of all of them. So I really like to light candles, especially one that is comforting to me. So I have flannel. It smells really cozy and stuff. And then I like to watch it burn. If you're somebody who tends to try to hurt themselves through burning, it's not necessarily the best option for you. If you have a wax melt though, that's great, so that may be better, but it's cool because you can just watch it do its thing. It's like not wanting to focus. Yeah, so it just helps to watch the flames and kind of just let it glow, and you can get the smell of it going. So we're gonna stand right there. Okay, another thing too is if you have your favorite blanket or something, that helps for sensation or touch, or even it's okay if you still have teddy bears, because I've obviously got 2 there and countless more, so that's totally okay to have 2 no matter how old or young you are. It helps to just feel something and hold something physical. So another thing you can do is, if you feel like it, you can blow some bubbles. I just got this from the dollar store, so it's really cheap and it's ginormous, so it's gonna last you 5 years. But sometimes if I'm laying down or just relaxing, it's kind of cool because you can just zen out and watch the bubbles go, and even popping them and just letting them dance. And but sometimes I would just lay down and just let the bubbles fly up in the air and then back down. So you may get bubbles in your face with that last one, but I still enjoy it. You could also make some tea or some sort of beverage so that you can taste it, and especially if it's a comforting flavor or something that you just really enjoy. It could bring some happiness to you and stuff like that. So my favorites are probably hot chocolate or a matcha green tea, because those are just my favorite drinks. So sometimes you just have to treat yourself when you're not feeling the greatest. Some other things you can do too are Tumblr has a bunch of gifts that run through anxiety reducing things. There's also people that do videos on stim, so it helps to stimulate your sensations, so it'll have crunching sounds if you enjoy that, or bubble popping. It's kind of like ASMR, but in short clips. You can also put some stickers on yourself. It helps to have some brightly colored things on you, and it also has the weird sensation of peeling it off, especially if you're a skin picker or anything on the lines of like needing to peel stuff. It helps to just lay it on there. The stickier is probably gonna be the better. I got some dollar store stuff just because it was cheap, but if you get like a good brand, or even Band-Aids, those are extra sticky, and so it'll like be like ingrained in one with your skin. So that'll help too. And just make sure that you're zoning in and stuff. I'm like flying through it right now because I'm trying to show you guys different options. But it at least helps me if I'm like focusing on every little aspect of it. That way you don't have to think so much on all the negative thoughts or anything that you're overthinking about or anything that's causing you to be wanting to hurt yourself. And then if you don't have stickers, you can always draw. This could be triggering, but one thing that I read online was if somebody were to use like a red marker, it helps to kind of substitute the red from the obvious. Sorry, I'm trying to like minimize the amount of like descriptive words to not trigger anybody. But yeah, so using a red marker could help. Bright colors, if that helps too. Bright colors help a lot. I'm gonna draw some hearts. And even some positive affirmations help too. That way you see something positive, or if you have a goal that you want to do, or even if you have somebody's name that you really care about, seeing their name could help with that too, because then if you're wanting to self-harm or anything, that's the first thing that you see. So if you could do it in a spot that you intend to self-harm on, that would probably be better. I'm also just doing it on my arm because it's easier to show, but you could do it on your legs or anywhere that's going to be the area that you normally choose. Another thing that helped me when I was going through counseling was temporary tattoos. Just because it makes you like sit and stay there for a while, and so plus it lasts long too, so if you just set it anywhere that you like, especially if it's something that you think is cool. They also have more like grown-up tattoos, I guess. I just love Tsum Tsums, so I think I got that from like the vending machine or something. It was like 25 cents. So we're just gonna hope that I have enough water and try to make this work. Yeah, so that way you have to put a lot of pressure on yourself, and it helps to calm you down a little bit. Moment of truth. Heck yeah. Now you're ready to go to biker club, show off your new tats. Can't get a regular tattoo like that for 25 cents. Now I'm just gonna let my arm stay there until it dries off a little bit. Some other things that help is listening to music that doesn't necessarily make you depressed or anything or anxious, but try to do something that's gonna make you feel better. So if you know that you can listen to depressing music for a little bit and not be stuck in that repetitive depressing bubble, that helps to get you out of your mood. And so that way you're not trying to aggravate it, but rather trying to help improve it a little bit. Just make sure to keep your triggers in mind whenever you're listening to music or writing stuff down too. Then I like to listen to happy music or funny music. I listen to a lot of memes, like red bone but you're wearing sweatpants, or like just random like Kazoo Kid. He's the coolest. I love Kazoo Kid. So if you like know something that makes you happy, or know something that can make you laugh when you're depressed, that's awesome, because then you don't have to continue with your emotions in the same way. You can switch it up and try to get out of that mindset. And noticing when you're wanting to do something really bad, that's a good sign, because then you can try to switch it if you want to. So the instant you start getting bad thoughts or thoughts of wanting to hurt yourself, instantly go do something that's going to make you happy, or go do something that's going to comfort you. Whatever you can to just nip it in the butt before that feeling gets even worse and more intense. Going on a walk helps. Just make sure it's safe out. You're not going anywhere that's going to put you in danger, because that's the opposite of what we want to do. But that way you can listen to music too. Just kind of work on mindfully thinking. So it's going to be a process of stopping your train of thought, but the more you do it, it gets a little bit easier. So just kind of continuing to say like, okay, I'm starting to get these bad thoughts, so instantly I'm going to go see the bird that's flying in the sky. Whoa, that's kind of cool. Birds are cool. They fly. That's cool. I can't do that. But then if you start to like think again, like, oh, I can't do that, I'm not good enough. Be like, the bird can fly, but like, can it make cool guitar riffs? Or can it draw? Can it do this? Something that you can do that's positive. Just kind of keep rolling with it. Keep kind of nipping it in the butt and being like, bad thoughts, go away. Psh, I don't need you here. I just want to be positive and get that good vibe going. Also, just making sure to stay away from your triggers. That's a huge thing that's helped me. I know Tumblr has changed their guidelines, I guess. Back when I was in high school, there used to be a lot of triggering content on there. And so you could just type in like self-harm or depression or anything, and like a shrew of things would just pop up, and it would just constantly like get that side out of me, and that's not good. So if you're wanting to self-harm, don't look up for those pictures, because that's gonna intensely make you want to self-harm. If you can, look for things that are gonna be more positive. So even if you don't want to, just type in self-help, something that makes you happy. So if you know you like looking at poetry, go type in poetry, or look up your favorite artist, or go deep down in the midst of YouTube and see random videos that are going to make you laugh. So stay away from triggers. That's going to be the main thing that's going to help a little bit. Just make sure to call somebody if you're feeling upset, even if you feel like there isn't anybody that you can talk to. There's a lot of people online that are willing to be there for you, even if it's just to kind of let your emotions out. But if there's not really anybody that you can talk to, write down stuff to let all that emotion out so it's not continuing to fester inside of you. And then if you need to, just cry. Just let it out. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to cry at all. Everybody does it, even the strongest person in the world cries. So don't feel like you're weak because of it. Crying is kind of like a sign of like strength. So it means that needing it out and you're letting it out, and that's good and that's positive. So don't be afraid to just let your emotions be brought out into the world. And then writing down stuff like goals for if you don't self-harm for so long. Get yourself tiny little rewards so that you're noticing that what you're doing is a good thing. You continuing to try to help yourself is worth it, and you can get rewards out of it for doing that. Even if you don't have a lot of money, if you can try to put up some money towards it, or even just saying, okay, if I don't self-harm for this long, I can do this activity, or I can go eat that cake or eat something. I'm really food driven, so I'm talking about food a lot, but if food's not something that's gonna drive you, maybe go on like a little self-date or a self-adventure or something. Maybe if you have like a gift card or something that you've been holding on to for so long, if you don't self-harm for X amount of time, just decide to use that card as like a congratulations and a pat on the back. Well, I hope that helped. If you have anything that has helped you but I haven't said anything, feel free to put it down in the comments below. There's plenty of people that, you know, they haven't found that one thing that helped them. So maybe you could have found it. You never know. So I hope that helped. I hope you guys do some of these activities, and I hope you guys can fight this, because we're all in this together. We can do it. It's gonna be tough. It's gonna be real tough, but it's all part of recovery. It's just continuing to fight. Alright, guys, stay positive. Take care.